Hey there, it's been a minute. It's actually been a few minutes. It's been about 4 months now since we closed bulkvinyl.com and kind of went dark on you. My apologies for that. We went on a cruise. I'm going to do a few videos and bring you up to speed on a few things. If I kept talking right now, this would be like a 2-hour-long video. We'll catch up on all those things in videos to follow this one. And just wanted to give everyone a proof of life, let you know we're still alive, we're still well, and still kicking. The business shutdown was just a whirlwind I'll do another video and tell you about everything that transpired with that leading into the cruise we went on immediately after we shut the business down, and bring you up to speed there. That was an emotional event for about a month. It was emotional for several months because I could see where things were headed, and things, we gave it a couple tries at last ditch efforts to turn it around and just couldn't get there. The primary reason we closed is heavy competition from Amazon. And I went up to Printing United in Atlanta last October and met with my primary goal was to talk to vendors and manufacturers and understand what was going on. And they all told me the same thing. They said that Amazon brings stuff over on Amazon ships. It goes into Amazon facilities, and they don't pay tariffs on it until it leaves their facilities for distribution. And that was, I don't know if that started during 2020 with supply chain issues and it was an arrangement they made with customs or what, but it's something the government really needs to fix because it is hurting a lot of small businesses. And I've heard this multiple times from multiple people that's what's happening. And I'm not anti-China, I'm anti-poor quality, and I'm anti-unfair business practices. And this is definitely something that's unfair to American businesses. And then on top of that, you have the Chinese government subsidizing their businesses to hurt our businesses and our economy. There's a lot of deep issues related there, I think, that that we don't even understand. But those were some of the primary drivers behind those decisions. And it was kind of like my best friend here. He asked me one day. He said we were close to the end of closing it, and he said, what's the emotion been like now that you've got this far? And I said, well, it's like kind of like a divorce. You go through stages of emotions and through a cycle, and then at some point you reach a point where you just want it done and over with so you can move on with your life. And then probably the last couple of weeks you guys started sending emails and text messages and private messages, and then it got really emotional for me. It was, we established a lot of relationships and a lot of friendships over the years in this market. And, give you an example, right here on the wall is a gift that Diana McCauley sent to me, one of our followers and great customers. I've got several things that people sent to me over the years, and those are very personal to me. Every relationship I made, I felt like was just a friendship and a personal relationship. Since we've been doing this, and I was very blessed to have been able to meet and work with so many people, whether they were vendors and manufacturers or customers, or competitors. We have a lot of great friends that were competitors, and we before we shut down, we had already kind of started another little side business doing custom apparel with Treeline Customs, and was doing some things, and I think we've reached a point where I decided that we're going to probably get out of that too. It's just not paying the bills, and it's also not. I think part of the reason is it's not very fulfilling for me. When we first got into this, I was teaching a lot, sharing a lot of knowledge, sharing experience. If I learned something new, I would share it with you guys, and that brought a lot of fulfillment. And it brought a lot of business. That was really how I built our previous businesses, and building that community. And some people said it was almost cult-like, and I don't question that because we had a great community, and it was very fulfilling. Now, just selling things it's like it's a cold transaction, and I don't get anything fulfilling emotionally out of it for me. And that's something I have to have. There's been 2 times in my life that I really, really enjoyed what I was doing for a living. And I don't know if I'll be lucky enough to have a 3rd one or not, but we'll see. And I know myself well enough that I know that I need that to drive as part of what drives me. And, this is, we'll move on to something else. We've got a few things in the works that might come to fruition. Hopefully they will, and I'll share more details with you when the time comes. I know I want to do more YouTube content, but I don't know what to do it on. I know a couple of months ago I asked a question, and I said I think Tammy needs to be involved in my YouTube videos more, and you guys overwhelmingly agreed. So I've got to figure out how to get her into this and get what kind of content we can make that might entertain you guys or whatever. I know that I've been the focal point of all the videos to this point, and she and Molly make cameo appearances, but I think we need to, if we can figure out what to do together to make content, I think it could be really, really fun, because she is definitely my other half. We went on this cruise after we shut the business down. It was the Rock Legends cruise that I'll do another video on and talk about. It was really, I felt like it was a life-changing experience for me. It was so great. We met like 10 or 12 people and hung out and became really good friends with them, that within, I think, about a week after the cruise, we all rebooked for next year. And didn't even know who's going to be on it. We still don't really know. I mean, they've announced some acts, but no big headliners as far as I'm concerned. And, there's this guy named Robin Trower that apparently he was big back in like the late 60s, early 70s among a lot of the hippie crowd. He's a blues guitarist. I'd never heard his name whatsoever. I went to and listened to a bunch of his music, never heard any of his music. And there's a group of people who just think I'm crazy. And they're like, he is a legend. And I just never heard of the guy. But anyway, so I'll do a video on that. As you'll notice, there's less of me on this video than you've ever seen before. As a matter of fact, there's less of me right now than there has been for over 30 years. And I will do another video on that to talk about what has created this transformation. And, we'll catch up. Again, I just want to do a quick proof of life video, let you know we're still out here. Don't know what's next for us. We're sorting through, where do we go from here? And like I said, we've got some things in the works and working on some things, and we'll see what comes of it. Right now there's other challenges that we've, some of it's, most of it's probably mental for me. It just seems like every day I wake up and I'm like, I get this attitude, I'm like, I'm gonna kick today's ass, and then inevitably by the time we're halfway through the day, something bad goes wrong. And like a couple days ago, we had a ton of rain last week here in South Florida. We got over 10 inches of rain in 4 days, and south of us they got like 20 or 22 inches of rain. And right here's a picture of my back. This was in my backyard. The water got up, and we had like fish that were like 10 or 12 inches long swimming in our backyard. The wildlife in Florida is crazy. I was going to take my drone up and get some aerial view of the water, and I take my drone up. It's like all wobbly and unstable. All of a sudden, I try to bring it back down. It goes sideways, slams into the fence, and breaks the propellers. And now I got to buy new props for it. I'm just like, what is, things, the moons are not in alignment in my favor right now. But we'll get through that. And want to I'll do another video and kind of bring everybody up to speed with my perspective on Hurricane Ian. This September, in a few months, will be 2 years ago that Hurricane Ian was here. And a lot of progress, in some ways not a lot of progress that I think should be moving faster. But I think after you guys donated so generously, you'll probably enjoy hearing and seeing some of the progress that has been made and where things are headed. But after spending 2 winters here, I've told a lot of people that I'll live under a bridge before I move back north. It's that much of paradise here. We absolutely love it here, and are glad to be down here where it doesn't snow. I've not once. It gets pretty hot here in the summer, July and August, and this actually it's already been really hot here this year, and not once in 2.5 years have I walked outside and said it's too hot today. You'll never hear that from me. But anyway, I just wanted to bring you a quick video, let you know we're still alive and kicking, and I'll get some content out here for you in the next few days and bring you up to date on some of the things that we've done, the cruise, our health changes, and some other things that we're working on, and just give you update, because I know some people are wondering what the heck happened to us and if we're going to be back online again. Yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to thank everybody for the support and everything. It's been an amazing ride the past 9.5 years we've been in this market, and probably going to move on to other things entirely. But again, we'll share more when those details are clearer and more appropriate to share. And again, I wanted to thank everyone for all their support during those times, and we'll see where life leads us next.